Social media has become widely popularized in modern society. From cultural influence on fashion and food trends to global news and politics, the expansion of the internet has completely altered the way we interact with information today. However, with its many benefits, also come significant trade-offs.
In today's modern world, social media plays a pivotal role in shaping how young people connect and collaborate, how they learn, how they express themselves, and also how they entertain themselves. So in terms of social media's role in young people's communication, often they'll turn to social media platforms to connect with loved ones, friends and family who live both near and far. Also, young people often enjoy learning about their interests and passions through online videos, memes, blogs, or interactive games and activities.
Social media in particular is this space that has a huge variety of content, and a lot of it's not appropriate for kids. There's a lot of manipulative advertising, and there's a lot of unrealistic goals in that advertising, such as how to look, how to be happy.
In an era where technology intertwines with daily life, mounting evidence suggests a link between social media and increased anxiety and depression, especially among youth.
Some social media platforms appear to have been designed to promote addiction. Every time a young person post content, someone likes it, they share it, they provide a positive comment on that content, it leads to little dopamine hits in their brain. And that can fuel this overuse of social media and dependence. What's important to realize is that the relationship between youth mental health and social media usage is complex and multifaceted. It isn't a one-size-fits-all formula.
Despite regulations, millions of young children are active online, with roughly 38% of 8 to 12-year-olds having used social media, and nearly 1 in 5 reporting that they use it on a daily basis.
There needs to be a larger focus on children under the age of 13 because my children were looking for ways to explore technology, and my options felt like give them full access to technology or give them no access to technology. So because of that, a lot of children are ending up on adult platforms on social media to fill that need, and especially when they're looking to connect with friends and family. Big tech is out to serve the needs of their shareholders, and they're looking to create shareholder value in the form of revenue. So these are advertising companies at the end of the day. So we can't expect big tech to police themselves. The incentives certainly aren't aligned there. So what we need is stronger regulation and disincentives when it comes to children who, again, are quite vulnerable when exposed to some of these design patterns that really can be addicting and have them glued to the screens.
When we first introduced our first son to screen time, we didn't think too much about how it's designed or what it would do to him, but we soon started to see this negative impact on his mood, especially. He would get quite easily frustrated and irritated and even aggressive, and his attention span was shortened quite significantly.
While technology can be a positive force for youth, the current misalignment of incentives between existing design patterns and the needs of children beckons for change.
They want us to scroll that feed all day long so that they can show us ad after ad after ad. Nobody's really talking about the under 13s who we already know millions of them are using those platforms. So there's actually validated studies that are now showing that these design patterns are detrimental to teens and youth and their mental health. So when I set out and founded Kinzoo back in 2018, I was blown away by the fact that there were no solutions that actually served the specific needs of looking to connect children under the age of 13 with friends and family. We think the true potential of technology is reached when it focuses on connection, creativity, and learning. Those are our product pillars. So across all of our products, we're looking for better ways to connect children with friends and family, to explore their creativity, and to learn new things.
Challenging prevailing design patterns and business models that often overlook the specific needs of young children. The platforms are designed to ensure the safety and well-being of technology's youngest users.
There's a notion called stopping cues, which most adult platforms don't have. So if they're playing a game on Kinzoo, you can play it 3 times and then we're going to stop and you have to do something else.
When it comes to screen time and kids, it's a lot about balance. As parents, we want them to explore these technologies in a safe way, but kids, they also have to have fun with it, or else they're just going to move on to something else. And one of the biggest things I notice as a parent with Kinzoo is that the kids can move on to something else easily.
Now more than ever, there's an ever-growing need to double down on the positive aspects of technology while reducing or eliminating the negative impacts on children.
We're focusing in on design patterns where it's quality over quantity. And what we want to do is, as a parent, if I look over my kid's shoulder and I see them on a device and I see the Kinzoo logo, I want all that anxiety that I feel to melt away.
It can help alleviate and give peace of mind to families about the risk of exposure to violent or disturbing content online. And there aren't the risks of cyberbullying or this comparison to influencers or celebrities that we see with other social media platforms.
Technology is and will continue to be a central part of life. Allowing children to maximize technology's potential will help to reduce parents' worries about screen time.
If technology can help my children learn more about history and they want to deep dive and find some things out, they can do that. It's incredible the amount of information and the amount of resources that they have available at their fingertips. But the fact is, we need guardrails in place. And when platforms put the unique needs of kids first, I think we can really amplify the positive benefits of technology and really start to see how great of an impact it can have in the lives of children.